I'm going to keep working through this exploration of using moods or emotional states as a lens through which to understand a work of art. And I like going in both directions, both starting with the art and identifying the mood, and starting with the mood and finding it in the work of art, or making meaning from the work of art using that mood as a lens. And today I randomly selected a mood from like a random generator, and the mood is radiant, and the piece is this one. The first thing I am aware of is that the root of the word radiant is radius, which of course I immediately see in the broken plate and the continuation of the circle on the paper. This makes me think of two things. One, of a clock, of time, partially because this plate looks antique, and partially because the water spilling from it and the scenery below looks distinctly old. And thirdly, because time is not linear here, which I see in the three boats, which are perhaps just one at different moments in time. The second is that I am aware that the word radiant implies a radius of joy, that to be radiant is literally to spill over, much like this piece, unconfined and teeming. But to apply meaning to this work in particular through the lens of radiance, I'll return to radius and the idea that in a single moment, the shattering of a plate, let's say, there is an unfurling, the way that time and history and culture expand and collapse in single moments. Just as energy is released when something is broken, in this case the porcelain, it shatters, and the sound and the shards flying are both energy. In the same way, I can see fragments of history spinning out from this moment of the plate breaking, both in personal and cultural history. This is not very coherent, I'm aware, but it is all making me think of how radiant a single moment can be, how it can spill over and affect so much that is unseen or unknown or uncomprehended. In my mother's garden, for example, we buried broken plates, some very like this one. I have absolutely no idea why. Maybe the French woman who lived there before us started it, but it always felt like both an offering to the earth and to some future finder. And while I highly doubt that her yard will be a historical or cultural revelation to someone far into the future, I love the image of some 6-year-old out in the garden discovering something so ancient, so inexplicable, with so much untold history, from the maker of the plate to my mother.